Take 500 million. Oh, welcome to Drink Coffee and Talk Planes. I'm your host, Richard. Am I a host? I'm the guy talking. There's nobody else here, so am I a host? I don't have other people, so I'm not hosting them. Anyway, please like and subscribe now for some aviation / coffee tidbits, I guess. Welcome to the year 1968. A year in aviation and probably some other stuff. And I'm going to say this time around it'll be pretty much guaranteed to be coffee stuff. Right. So, number one for 1968 was actually the Concorde and a controversy over noise and the aim to get the noise emissions as low as the Boeing 707, which wasn't the quietest plane in the world. But as we've established over time, aircraft have become quieter. I mean, not super quiet, but quieter, definitely. And there seems to be no resolution to the sonic boom issue now and ever. This is obviously taken from 1968, and there now seems to be a bit of progress on a silent supersonic aircraft. Well, not silent, but a low noise supersonic aircraft. So, opening new doors in this day and age. And sadly, one of the big issues by it, really didn't allow the Concorde to flourish, because only being able to fly supersonic over open water most of the time was certainly not beneficial for a high-speed transport. Right. 1968, the pending collapse or inevitable collapse of British airline British Eagle after 20 years of operation. An airline founded by Mr. H. Bamberg with only 150 quid in his pocket and a Halifax. I guess what I'll need to explain here is I'm talking about the year. I'm trying to find random facts from 1968 that may or may not be of interest to people, and general facts from that date and time. So, to cut through that, here's an advert from 1968. For just over a penny a mile, the Trident 2E can make it happen. And I mean, who wouldn't want to buy one then? The Trident was a kind of successful aircraft, and we've also got the A300 starting to appear in 1968 from Airbus. So, a lot of changes. Was it called Airbus then? I can't remember, and I don't have my notes in front of me. So, possibly, maybe. Yeah, it probably was. Maybe it was. I don't know. Someone needs to look that up. Right. Super exciting news. The new Heathrow cargo tunnel is opened, capable of moving 500 motor vehicles per hour in each direction. Major breakthrough. I believe that was in December, which I didn't write down, but December 1968, I'm fairly certain that was when they opened the new cargo tunnel at Heathrow Airport. And to help everybody out here on global coffee news, breaking news in 1968, the International Coffee Agreement of 1968 will now succeed the Agreement of 1962, or what they call the ICA, the International Coffee Agreement, which was done on February the 9th, 1968. And I'm sure that's just going to make everybody's day. I didn't read the International Coffee Agreement. I probably should, and maybe I'll talk about it and do a video about it later. I don't know. But anyway, 1968. And by the way, the population was 3.5 billion-ish in the world. And I'm sure a lot of people drank coffee, but probably not as many as now. Right. In American news, the Douglas Corporation has started a new leasing company. So there we go. So from making aircraft to finance. So the US of A, it was kicked off with 2 DC-9s leased to West Air and 3 DC-8s leased to Flying Tiger. Very exciting stuff. Top news, however, of 1968 is Apollo 8 is to orbit the moon on the 21st of December 1968 with 10 orbits that should take about 20 hours. And I believe, oh God, I'm trying to guess from memory here, it was about 60 miles to 100 and something miles above the surface of the moon. They were going to go around it 10 times. pretty exciting stuff. Like, that is very cool. Yeah, manned mission around the moon, Apollo 8, very cool. Well, thank you. This was very brief. This was just let's get this done. When you get to your middle age, that perhaps maybe you should start a YouTube channel about aviation, so you can talk about aviation, because everyone else around you gets sick of hearing about aviation because they have no interest in it. So you kind of have to go off to a place and record yourself on video and then post it to YouTube, so that other people can listen to it because they might care about aviation. So I'm randomly going to go through the years. I'm going to probably pop back to 1968. There's a lot of cool stuff happens in 1968, but I'll sort of randomly pop around the years of aviation. I have bucket loads of written material and stuff that I can reference and troll through, and from books that you can see behind me. These are all real. None of this is fake. These are genuine books. Sadly, I'm talking about coffee, and I have a cup of tea here, which has gone cold because of the number of takes. And yeah, I just like aviation, and it gives me a chance to talk about it, and perhaps people that also enjoy aviation, primarily aviation history and aviation facts, or just weird, more obscure information from aviation history that I try and dig out. This is hopefully a place to come and enjoy that. I follow a lot of other aviation channels because they're awesome. And anyway, thank you very much. That was a very, very brief overview of the year in aviation 1968. Pretty definitely going to be adding to it because 1968 was cool. And thank you very much for your time. Please like and subscribe. I will try to be doing these on a regular basis. This is episode 1, I guess you'd say. So thank you very much for your time.